Hello friend, welcome back to my new lecture on web service implementation. So I have taken lots of lecture on web services. So in different lectures I have explained about the web service, how to use WSDL, how to use SOAP and discovery protocol, etc. etc. So today I am also discussing about this programming and implementation part of this web services. So you can see here in this example when we start the new web service, so we will have this namespace, and suppose we have taken the name of the namespace is demo service. And again you can see this is demo one web service is the namespace, and web service name is demo1, public class demo1, and this is demo1 web service, and it is inherited by the system.web.service.web service. So you must have to write this statement that you have to inherit web service by web service class, and this is the namespace for the which is required for the web service. And inside the demo class we have in this demo class, and we have demo constructor as well as we have demo method. So we must have to write, in case of any web service, uh, before any function we have to write this property web method. So we must have to write this web method before the method of web service, and this is constructor of the class. But we can remove this part, and inside this demo one we can write our own function. So when we will execute this one, this is web service description, web service description. This is the namespace related to web service, and public method. This is public method, and when we will execute, then accordingly it will display the message. So it will display string from the client, press any key to continue. So it will display accordingly. So but we have to see, suppose this is one another example. So we have removed the constructor as well as the method, predefined method. You can see here the predefined method, demo method. So we have removed this demo one constructor as well as the method. So we have replaced it by our function. So suppose we are creating this constructor, sorry, calculator. So we have mentioned here add function, subtract function, and multiply function. And before the function, we must have to write web method. So it means it is a method of web service, web method. This is again web method. So before all function, this second function, third function, before all function, we have mentioned here web method, and public class service system.web.service web service. So and this is namespace. You can see this is the same as the previous one also, and web service binding we can write here. So this is the structure of the program, and you can see this structure also. So when we have to initialize, we can write here main function. So demo service you can see here. um, in this program you can see main also here, static void main string args, and here we have testing demo service, and console.write we are displaying this dash. This is underline, means testing demo one service is underlined by the dash, and demo one web service dot demo one. So as we have defined here demo one class, so under demo one web service, so we are writing here demo one web service dot demo one. Demo one is the class, so its object is proxy equals to new demo one web service dot demo. uh, Means we are running this constructor by demo one and bracket sign. It means we are initializing the service proxy, and means we are running this constructor. This is the constructor. So inside this we have mentioned here this like component. So it may be we must have to define this function also. So initially it is blank here. So but we will define its body outside the function, or otherwise it is default. So it's optional also. And we have mentioned here string result, proxy. This is the proxy is the object of demo one class. Proxy dot demo method string from client. So we are running demo method function. You can see here demo method is this function, and we are passing the argument from the main string from client. The argument will be copied on the from client. So you can see here the argument is passed string from client. It is passed to the from client, and it will be stored on results. When this function will execute, it will return any value, and this value will return stored on result variable. So it is the object of string class. So you can see here. So we are returning this message, hello, hello result programming, hello internet programming. You can see here, hello internet programming, you send string from client. So in this variable we have passed argument string from client. You can see here, this is the argument string from client. This is the argument. So the whole sentence will copied on result, and then by using control.write we are printing. So we are using this is the web service, and we are using this web service on our main program. So this is our main program, this is the normal program, and in this normal program, in this main program, we are running this web service. This is very interesting program, so you have to understand this program. So this way we are using this one, and you can see here, this is the normal program where we are using the web service. And when we will run this program, so when we will write this program, so we must have to add here on demo1 web service, we have to add a reference. We have to adding the web reference here. So we have to add demo1 web service. So automatically inside this we have been demo class, demo.dsco and demo.wsdl. So accordingly it will create dsco file as well as wsdl file. So this is very interesting program. Means on main, how we implement web service on main program on console application. So this is the program on console application. This is main program. So we can implement the web service. The same web service can be implemented on ASP.NET. Same website can be implemented on console application. Same website can be implemented on Windows services, Windows applications. So everywhere we can implement this web service, and but we must have to add web reference. So we have to write here add web reference, as we will mention here as add web reference. So automatically it will add, but we have to configure it. So as we will configure it, so it will add the web services. So web services may be user defined as well as predefined web services. So this is the program, and suppose when we are creating this web service, so automatically it will create the SOAP request and response icon. So you can see here, this is the SOAP. According to this program, we have been this SOAP program. So SOAP, we have been SOAP body, SOAP envelope. You can see here SOAP envelope. SOAP is started here, SOAP envelope, and then its namespace it is related to the this SOAP, and again XML namespace. This is XML namespace, XSI. This is first namespace. This is second namespace. Automatically, it will add the namespaces. Soap body and demo method. So we have been the method name demo method. You can see again here, and my name of method is demo method. By we can add this method demo method. Again, it will mention the namespace, and form client is the variable, and its type is string. Form client is closed. You can see here again. You can see here form client is the variable of demo method. So it is the part of the scope, and demo method is closed here, while form client variable is closed here, soap body is closed here, soap envelope is closed here. Same way we have been this soap envelope again. We have been two namespaces. We have been soap body is closed here, soap body is closed here. Soap method response. This soap method request, and this is soap method response. So its namespace, accordingly its namespace, and demo method result, that is demo method result, and it is closed by slash demo method result. So we have been this response as well as we have been this request also. So accordingly we have been this demo method. So it will be we have request as well as we have response function. So we have been these two. So soap will be automatically it will be automatically created. So when we will write a message from client, we will write a message as we will invoke it. So this value transfer to the function. So we can create this type of structure in Windows application also. So this is on Windows application, and same time we have been other function also, WSDL function also. So this is also by default this is created WSDL function, and we have been get and post also. So in post you can see here, the post part is also get and post accordingly. We have been this get and post. So you can see here soap in left, again name spaces, first name space, second name space, soap body, soap method response. This is soap method result as we have seen previously. This is here also, this is shown here also. So again it is copied, and we have been the get as well as the post. So these are the two parts, get and post. So when we create this type of form, invoke, and when we click on invoke, so it will create a get and post. It will execute get as well as post function. And same time it will create a WSDL file also. So you can see when we will add the web reference, you can see here add web reference. So demo1 web service, demo1 web service, the name of web service is this demo1 web service. So it will include demo1 web service, and inside demo1 web service it is automatically, the name of class is demo1. So automatically it will create demo1 dot disco discovery protocol as well as demo1 dot WSDL. Uh, so this is WSDL. So inside the WSDL you can see this WSDL. Here also we have been this program. So automatically this program is created. You can see a definition, XML namespace, again namespace of the soap, then type, schema element from default, and target namespace also given here, as well as complex type and sequence also given here. And inside the sequence we have element, and sequence is closed here, complex type is closed here, element also closed here. Again we have started by the element, demo method response. First is demo method request, and second one is the demo method response. And here complex type we have mentioned. Complex type means suppose any type having subtype, so it is called complex type. Sequence also there. So the element of the sequence is this, and accordingly demo method result also given here. Complex type is close element. Again this way we have been message demo method. So in parameter element, same way we have in different type of values given here, like form client is type is string, and body is type is string, form type again it will display. So accordingly we have in this WSDL program, and it will be created automatically, and disco file also created automatically. We will have to create only this class, only demo1 class. We have to write this namespace means this web service, and then demo1 class, and we have to define this function inside the demo. So automatically it will create two more files, like this demo1.wsdl, and second one is demo1.disco. When we will include it, you can again see when we will include it, we will add it as web reference, then we will have demo1.disco, demo1.wsdl file, and automatically it will create the soap message. So this is soap. So this is the demo1.disco. So this is discovery protocol also called. So discovery XML namespace it will define. Soap is also defined. Discovery is started here and closed here. So this is demo1.disco. So we don't have to do anything on this disco. Automatically it will choose disco file. So it use the different protocol. So this is the program. This way we are creating this program, and its browser view, you can see its browser view also. So this way it will show the browser view, and when we start our program, then we will find this type of the program, web service in C Sharp, web service in C Sharp.net, VB.net also. It will show. So accordingly it will show. Suppose we have the function, it will display the name of function also there in web service. Hello world, suppose the name of function, so it will display the name of function, name of function, and the output will be shown like that. So when we click on this hello world, and it will display invoke, and as we click on invoke, it will display the output like this. hello world will be displayed on our screen. So these are the different programs which is created on we are working on this web service. So but this is very important, this first program is very important. So we have created this web service, so you have to concentrate this program as well as this program. So we have created this, user have to created this web service inside this demo on web service. We have the class and it is inherited by the web service, and demo is the constructor and another method is demo method. And suppose we have to change the method, so we can replace these two methods, and in this place we can write our own method. But how to implement this one? So we have to add here web request. We have to move on solution explorer of our program where we want to embed this program, or we have to use this program. So we have to write, after writing the program, we have mentioned here demo on class, and inside the test demo test demo one namespace we have created demo one class, and inside demo one we have the main, and inside main we are using this web service. So you can see here how we are using this web service. So we have to add the web service here on solution explorer, so automatically it will include DISCO and WSDL file, as it is including adding all these files. So it means it is working correctly. So then we can start the program here also. So we can write the program this way. So we will create the object of the web service, and then we will execute the function of the web service. So accordingly it will return the result, and we will print the result. So this is very important, and this is very important for very useful for language interoperability as well as embedded programming also. So guys, thank you very much. I hope you understand all these points, and thank you very much.